Okay, so today is the 10th. Today is the 10th April 2022, and we are at a Sunday Fun Aging call. How does it get any better than this, and what else is possible? So today's topic is projections and expectations. All projections, expectations, judgments, conclusions, predictions, rejections, separations. Do you have computations? Do you have you function from? Would you be willing to destroy and unkid them all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pod, all nice shots, boys and beyond. So, come on, your questions about projection, about expectation. I can't see anybody's face, and it gets so boring. Okay.
Good morning.
That is better. Let's do this.
Give me one.
Nobody shows their faces. Let's do this. Hi, Rashi.
Let's talk. You say something about projection, no? Then we.
That's nice. Rashi is the only one who's showing. I'm also
So
not going to show.
I'm changing and I'm coming back and I'll show myself because I'm in my night suit right now and it's a
So
very
who
dirty.
cares? Who cares?
I do. I do. Give me 1 minute.
Don't you dare. Doesn't make any difference. You're looking
Okay, I'm not
beautiful.
changing.
Yeah, no
Thank
matter
you.
what, you're looking beautiful.
Okay, then everyone can see me in a messy night suit.
No, who bothers? Nobody. You're beautiful. That's what people will look at.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So are you, ma'am.
मैंने तो हाइड कर
come
लिया
back.
अपने आप
I've
मैंने
shown
तो
you
अपने
my
आप को
face.
हाइड कर लिया मैंने तो नहीं दिखाना
नहीं।
अपने आप को
मुझे तो दिखाना पड़ेगा.
नहीं फिर आपको अकेले से दिखा देंगे
कवल अभी तो आपने लिपस्टिक लगाई कैसे नहीं दिखाओगे फिर किसको दिखाओगे
नहीं आप सब लोग हाइड करते हो तो मुझे भी तो करना चाहिए ना कितनी बेशर्मी की बात है कि आप हाइड करते हो और मैं अपने आप को दिखा दूं कितनी बेशर्म हूं मैं
डेयरिंग वाली बात
कितनी बेशर्म हूं मैं कि मैं अपने आप को दिखा दूं आप लोग तो सब दिखाते नहीं मेरे प्यारे सब दिखाओगे तब मैं दिखाऊंगी आज मेरा भी ये चैलेंज दे रही हूँ आप लोगों को और किसी की हिम्मत नहीं है दिखाने को Yes. Lovely to see you. Who else? Who else wants to show themselves? Neera.
I'm taking bath. मैंने कहा फिर तुम्हारे होश ना उड़ जाए इसलिए नहीं दिखा
नहीं हमारे होश नहीं उड़ते तुम दिखाओ
निप्पी वैसे ही कल बहुत लोगों को घायल कर दिया था
हाँ तो तूने बहुत लोगों को घायल कर दिया था
वो ममता वही फिक्र है इसलिए नहीं दिखा रही नहा रही हूँ
हाय नीरा
Hi.
I'm giving everybody challenge कि अपने आप को दिखाओगे तब मैं दिखाऊंगी अपने आप मैं भी घूंघट तब उठाऊंगी
Good one. बहुत बढ़िया.
अभी मनाना पड़ेगा कवल को
I know.
मनाना पड़ेगा
मैं तो सिर्फ डांस के थ्रू मना सकती हूँ.
नहीं मुझे मैं कोई नाराज थोड़ी हूँ मैं तो कह रही हूँ कि मुझे शर्म आ रही है कि मैं बेशर्म थोड़ी बनना चाहती हूँ आप नहीं दिखाना चाहते मैं क्यों दिखाऊं
आपने तो कहा था कोई क्लास में बेशर्म हूँ मैं अभी I'm not bothered about
मैं बेशर्म नहीं होना चाहती
There's this lovely bhajan ना घूंघट की पट्टी खोल. So take out your घूंघट.
चलो हमने भी निकाल दिया अपना घूंघट Oh my God. So, projections and expectations. Thanks to Neera.
मैंने कहा मैंने ही बोला और मैं ही ना हूँ because I have a bar swap happening ना in about 1.5 hours. बहुत सारी चीजें कलेक्ट करनी है, लेके जानी है, तो कोई बात नहीं, हो जाएगा, टाइम को स्ट्रेच करना है ऐसे।
Yeah. So what are projections and expectations for you?
For me, can I say, it's like
Yes, please go ahead.
assuming something, वो ऐसा करेगा, ये situation. It's like, the inner chapter is mostly about projections and mostly about, expectations. उससे ये, situation से ये, age से ये, life से ये. It's about every aspect I'm projecting and expecting subconsciously most of the time. अभी तो मैं aware हो गई हूँ कि मैं projection कर रही हूँ, पर पहले तो बिल्कुल aware नहीं थी, तो that's what it means for me.
Yeah.
And it's coming to conclusions actually. देखा जाए तो I'm concluding ना, project कर रही हूँ तो मैं conclude ही कर रही हूँ, ये ऐसे assume कर रही हूँ, conclude कर रही हूँ, consider कर रही हूँ. That's what what it means to me.
There is a beautiful book Gary's written about projections, expectations, judgments, separations, and rejections. It says if you project and expect things, and nobody can come up to your expectations and projections, then you have to judge them, then you have to separate them, then you have to reject them. So, are they working for you whenever you project at yourself or about or others and expect things from yourself, especially from yourself? Oh, I should get up in the morning. Oh, I should do this. Oh, I haven't been done that. Oh, beat yourself for what? I'm not a good mother. I'm not a good daughter. I'm not a good daughter-in-law. I'm not a good sister. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, online, short, boys, and beyond. None of us has ever truly created our life. Our lives are created from projections and expectations. Isn't that true? What would the life be like if you function from no projections, no expectations? Every way we are still trying to figure out how we can be right and not wrong in whatever we are choosing. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
Also, cover, don't we then absorb other people's projections and expectations? वो तो घूम ही रहे हैं ना. Everybody's expectations. I mean, we have trillions and trillions of people living in the world, all around us also. उनके भी तो घूम रहे हैं, हमारे भी घूम रहे हैं. So we keep on even. That's how we absorb thoughts. We are like SpongeBobs, right?
Yeah.
तो औरों के भी expectation और projections हम अपने बना लेते हैं, फिर लेके फिर वो हमारे हैं.
बिल्कुल. Anybody else has anything to say or questions? What would it be to live without projections and expectations of what will be if we, they do this, don't do this? So much of work.
Can I say?
Yes, please.
ये एक्सपेक्टेशन से ना बड़ा भारीपन आ जाता है, खुद से एक्सपेक्ट करने से और दूसरों से भी. और ये ईज, जॉय और ग्लोरी नहीं रहता मेरे लिए, क्योंकि मैं एक्सपेक्ट करती हूँ आज ये काम होना चाहिए, दूसरों से ये, खुद से ये. सो भारीपन आता है बहुत.
How I would like to receive from people, rather than being willing to be you, regardless of whether anybody receives you or anybody has any point of views about you or you have any point of view about you. Gary also says scare people a lot. When you don't have any judgments, you scare people. Because when they come to you and you have no point of view, you're not saying anything. They don't know how to manage. In this reality, everybody is वो अपनी एक्सपेक्टेशन से आ रहे होते हैं किसी को भी मिलने के लिए, and when they don't see anybody there. अच्छा मैं late आई, supposing I reach at a place late. I was supposed to reach an hour earlier, and I reached at somebody reaches after 1 hour late, and nobody is to say anything. The person is so uncomfortable. How often I have said, "Kuch keh do yaar, get over with it, then I'll relax." You cannot relax until, because you have so many projection expectation. मैं लेट आई, मुझे अब डांट पड़ेगी, मेरा काम पूरा नहीं हुआ, लोग क्या कहेंगे, ये अब मुझे ऐसे करेंगे, ऐसे नहीं करेंगे. Or the other person doesn't say anything. You are so much into your thoughts that you want to be free. I have seen myself telling my mother, "Dant lo ab, khatam karo," when she wouldn't say anything, and I would come late and I'd say, "Yaar, get over with it." Sometimes she didn't even remember, but I remembered so much that I wanted her to get over with it. Danto, khatam karo. You're so used to that. Isn't it true? So
Yes.
how about scaring people? Because you have no judgment of them. They don't know how to function around you then. Because what you get from most people is judgments. And also, even if you don't get, you're so good at picking up judgments. And then trying to put them in that jigsaw puzzle. How is that working?
Yes, और उनकी जजमेंट रॉन्ग प्रूव करने के लिए खुद को और बदलना.
Yeah. So what can this person receive from me? What would I like them to hear? What would they like to hear? हमारी सारी जिंदगी निकल जाती है to try to tell people the right thing, say the right thing, get them to understand, get them to see my point of view, rather than, what an easy thing to do, ask a question. What can this person receive from me? What does this person want to hear from me? बड़ी शांति है आज. क्या है? शांति नहीं है, ये बड़ी हैवी एनर्जी है. Come on, guys. Neera, तुम बोलो questions. You are the one who gave the topic.
No, I was just saying that cover सारी जिंदगी तो हम projection और expectation के साथ ही जिए. Mostly, if you, there's no question of analyzing, but mostly अगर आप inner chatter को देखोगे, it's about expectations and projections. हमारा every thought, अभी क्या करेंगे, अभी ये हो जाना चाहिए, it's all about that. And then suddenly, that's why the lull was there, because you broke so many myths. You said, question पूछ लो, just break that pattern of projection and expectation. उसको question. तो सब lull हो गए, मैं भी lull.
I know.
Because ये तो किसी ने कभी सिखाया नहीं और अब तो सीख ही लिया है, but we still work in progress. कि what does the other person want to receive from you? We would just give what हमारे projections, हमारे तो there is to be an altercation. Not making altercation wrong या fight को हम wrong नहीं बनाते हैं, पर जब जरूरत ही नहीं है, it's irrelevant, So yesterday also I have an example like this, and it's so, like, it just came up as you were saying, maybe that's why I was quiet, is that when my husband and I, we had some sort of a point of, so we agree to disagree, right? All of us, and especially partners. So he came and he said something, and suddenly I realized, oh, I'm projecting. Oh, what does he want to receive from me? I remember that question. Oh, he just wants me to say yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I just said yes, 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 yes. And whenever I wanted to tell him, no, this is the way I think it's an interesting point of view, and it was such a, it could have, that's also a projection. It could have, but nothing happened because the question cut the energy, shifted the energy, and it was so beautiful. I just, anyway, I had to leave home. I came back in a great mood. I got something for him to eat. Just saying that it's, only if you realize that all this then most of the time we're projecting and expecting. And if you can just not make us wrong for that, but just put in the questions like you just said. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. No questions, Rashi? You're the only one I can see, so I will ask you. The rest I can't
I think
see.
you're thinking of something. ऐसे लग रहा है कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं.
I have this. I don't know if there is a question, but I have this. I have made it into a habit. I think over the years that I have expectations, too many expectations from other people.
You're the only one. None of us have expectations.
No, I have. Yeah, everyone could be, but I'm talking about me.
No,
तो मेरे को तो
everybody
बहुत
has.
ज्यादा- मेरे तो बहुत ज्यादा है मतलब छोटी छोटी बेसिक चीजों में भी I will expect the other person to respond. Like just recently I was asking for contribution for my friend's husband. I thought I can go and give him a touch body healing or run the bars on him. तो मुझे लगा कि I messaged her, my friend personally. She's not responding to me personally, but she's responding to people in the group. That hurt me. अरे यार, we are friends. Why can't you reply on a personal chat? ऐसी छोटी छोटी चीजें भी मेरे को क्यों नहीं मुझे क्यों नहीं दिया ग्रुप में क्यों जवाब दे रही हो?
So who's troubling whom?
I'm troubling myself.
Is that fun? Is that working for you?
No.
Imagine we keep doing the silly things again and again, torturing ourselves, being unkind to ourselves, which doesn't have anything to do with us.
And I don't spare a single human being जिसके साथ मेरा connection है मेरे को रहेगा कि why didn't this person reply? Why didn't this person answer? Why? And I keep
Why is not a question?
yeah. And I keep sulking all the time because I have expectations from them. It bothers me.
When you have expectations and projections, you have to judge those people. You have to reject them. You have to separate them. When you project and expect from you, you have to judge yourself. You have to separate yourself from you. You have to reject you. For what reason? Yeah, we let's experience our own projections. And projections bring symptoms, physical symptoms on yourself. When you keep, ये cancer किसको बोलते हैं? We're locking those things in our body and we create those ulcers and cancer in our body. For what reason? Let's start taking care of ourselves. Hell with what people do. Can we start that today? Can today be the beginning of that?
Absolutely.
What are we unwilling to perceive, know, be, and receive? About creating a reality that works for us, that is beyond this reality. That's a different language altogether. Knowing, being, perceiving, receiving, claiming, owning, acknowledging. To ourselves is so empowering. It's so lightening up your life when you say, oh, this is what I do. How many times people say what Rashi just said? उसने ऐसे किया, उसने ऐसे किया, उसने ऐसे किया, उसने ऐसे किया. ये तो natural है मुझे ऐसे feel करना. But feeling that it's not natural, I'm torturing myself, why would I do this? That is the first step to changing it. That is the first step to changing it. What stupidity are we using to create projections, expectations, separation, judgments, and rejections as the totality of choosing us, we are choosing. Everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, backward, honest, short, boys, and beyond. It's stupidity. You just keep torturing yourself for no reason. We have all these expectations and projections about how we would like people to receive us, rather than willing to be offend them. Are you willing to offend people by being you? I know it's very scary.
Yes, I know it's very difficult. And cover में पहले जो लोग जैसे आप बोलते हो ना, you be willing to offend. So there were a lot of people in my universe who were willing
आपका
to
ना
offend.
आवाज कल से कुछ गड़बड़ है. पहले तो बड़ी अच्छी होती थी. आजकल कुछ गड़बड़ है कि बहुत
Okay,
पीछे
should
से
I
आ
get my
रही है.
headphones or
You
something?
have
Yeah,
to
there
come
is.
closer.
Okay, I'll just do that. 1 second. Give me 2 minutes. 1 minute. Okay, I'll just come closer. Hello, are you there?
Yes. Yeah, better, much better.
Better? Yeah. So I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So there were a lot of people in my universe who were willing to offend. Like, to offend was very natural to them, and I used to judge them a lot. मैं इतना उनको जज करती थी. मैंने कहा वो जब भी देखो लोगों को नाराज करते रहते हैं, कुछ भी बोल देते हैं, मुझे भी नाराज कर देते हैं, you know. And now that you say it, I realize that it was there within me, but I was not willing to. I just, मेरे एक definition था कि लोगों को offend नहीं करना, just to be kind.
Yeah. And you don't even know the other person is not willing to receive or doesn't know how to receive kindness.
Yeah.
So you will keep giving something to somebody who doesn't want to receive it. It's like somebody is allergic to egg. You keep giving them egg because you want to be kind.
Yes, absolutely. And then after many years, you say, मैं तो उसको कितनी kind थी. मैंने तो एक लफ्ज भी उसको गलत नहीं. I mean, मेरी reality से nothing harsh, nothing unkind, and still she finds that I'm unkind because I was rejecting that. No, I was rejecting not being offended and not offending others.
Yeah, and creating limitations for us.
Yes. What a great thing you said about offending, you know. I mean, till now, I do think twice if I'm going to offend someone who hurt na ho jaye. I said, stop. Are you hurting yourself? And if I get a yes, then I said, okay, then I can offend because I don't want to hurt myself.
You cannot offend somebody unless the person wants to be offended.
Yes.
How can you offend somebody? You can't. You can't gift somebody something the person doesn't want to receive. Same way, you cannot offend somebody. Somebody is already offended. तो आपने क्या करना है? आपने तो सिर्फ थोड़ा सा घी डाल दिया. ओम स्वाहा.
That's why that Om Swa sometimes इतना बड़ा हो जाता है जैसे मैंने बोला क्या किया क्या, because the other person is anyways offended with himself or herself mostly. Are we not offended with ourselves? When we project on ourselves, सुबह नहीं उठती, like in the morning today, I say, oh, I had to go, I should have got up at 5, blah, blah, whatever format I had. So I was projecting on me, right? So I was offending me. I was projecting on me. So I was offending myself in the sense, defending myself, not defending myself. तो फिर वो offending में आ जाता है ना, उस form में आ जाता है.
So,
This
question.
Yeah, so Kanwal, this ing is so connected now. Offending, projecting, you know, like all this claiming, owning, acknowledging, receiving, perceiving, knowing, being. मतलब ये ing पहले ऐਵੇਂ ही था, but now it has. I'm not saying significance, but it does have an energy that changes and shifts a lot within us.
Yeah. Yes, please. My dogs have started bringing their friends over. ये कौन सा डॉग आ गया? And I see mine coming behind.
So is it mating season? I don't know. My dogs are old. I mean,
I don't know. Mine are. I have to get them.
neutered and all.
No, I haven't because I thought they said 1 साल के हो जाएं फिर करवाना.
हाँ. करा लो, पता ही नहीं चलेगा. Our dog had 2 litters, like, and then we ate 16 puppies within, few months. But of course,
Mine are both boys, but if their friends are coming here, then maybe the litter will be here too.
so they're ready to offend you.
They're ready to
They're
offend me.
bringing in friends.
They're ready to offend me.
Have a
If
litter.
I want to get offended.
If you want to, willing to get.
So guys, done? We are done? Chutti? Happy? Now we can go home? No questions about expectations? What is Mamta expecting of her daughter-in-law?
Yeah, you can say expectations की family के साथ
थोड़ा
mix
ऊंचा बोलो डार्लिंग. मैं ऊंचा
family के
सुनने
साथ
लगी.
mix हो जाए कि family के साथ mix हो जाए
फैमिली के साथ
blend mix हो जाए. That's a very big
good luck.
expectation.
Good luck.
बहुत बड़ा expectations है right from one day.
What if you didn't have any expectations? What if you wanted her to be?
Yes, very true.
Yesterday, a friend from here only said, yesterday or day before, a friend from here said that जब मेरी शादी हुई तो मेरा सोने को दिल करता था और मैं नहीं सो पाती थी. मेरे को उठना पड़ता था, मेरे को ये करना वो करना, सास को खुश करना, ये सारी जिंदगी लगा दी. अब मेरी बहू आई है और मैं तो पूछती भी नहीं, मुझे पता भी नहीं चलता कब उठेगी कब नहीं उठेगी, कब खाएगी कब नहीं खाएगी. Isn't that something amazing?
That too is there in every house now, where you see what time bachas are getting up and projecting them for that, or expecting कि जल्दी उठेंगे and all that. No,
नहीं है expectation.
वो तो नहीं है.
और क्या है?
Enjoy यही कि family के साथ one हो जाए बस.
वो क्या होता है? Your oneness may be different than her oneness.
Yeah, but nature mix हो जाए के साथ.
Nature तो she's an infinite being like you are.
मतलब प्यार रहे family में, you can say that.
प्यार क्या होता है?
प्यार.
What is प्यार? प्यार, her version of प्यार might be completely different than your version of प्यार. So what are you then going to do, my dear?
Family के साथ bonding बोलिए हो जाए, like.
हाँ जी.
Some girls are very different मतलब कोई consult नहीं family के साथ. I want her to have some concern with the family.
क्या कंसर्न होना चाहिए? उसका बड़ा कंसर्न होगा तो आप कहेंगे बीच में आ गई, फंस गई, इसको किसने कहा था इधर आने के लिए? Who knows? Can you please have no expectations and no projections? Every time you have any expectation, say, what would it take for me to have no projections and expectations? Everywhere I'm functioning from projections. Best juniors, I destroy and uncreate it all.
Yes.
Because uski version of love, uski version of getting together with family, will be completely different than yours. She's also doing her best. You're also doing her best, but it doesn't match. Are you willing to be that? See that?
Yes. From today, no expectations. Nothing. Yes.
Yeah. No expectations. And don't even try to give them parts and pieces of you. Mothers do that sometimes. खुश करने के लिए अपने parts और pieces काट के इसको खुश कर ले. Don't do that. Also, whatever it is, मैंने अपने बच्चों को ही दूर कर दिया था. सैटरडे संडेज को पकवान बनाने शुरू कर दे. अभी भी जब बाहर से वहां से आते थे अपने घर दिल्ली से, मैंने महीना पहला, अभी पिछली बार भी मेरे लड़के के साथ झगड़ा हो गया, महीना पहले चीजें बना लो, गजरेले, आइसक्रीम, and my son likes the ice cream that I make at home, and all those things, and fill up the stomach and fill up the fridges, and he said, कौन खाता है ये आजकल, or something like this. मेरे को कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मैं पैक कर रही हूँ, इतना सामान नहीं हम ले जा सकते गाड़ी में आए हो तो ले जाओ ना. आई सेड कूल. तो पूजा उसकी पार्टनर मुझे फोन करके बोलती है गजेला ढूंढ रहा था फ्रिज में, तो मैंने बोला तुमने तो बोला था लाना नहीं है, तो वो आंटी ने तो दिया नहीं. तो ढूंढ लिया फिर. आई गेव द पैकेट टू किरण, went to her house and I said वो तो भूल के ले जाना, ये ले तू. हाँ, जिसको अच्छा लगता है वो करे. बीच में भूल जाते हैं, फिर फंस जाते हैं, भूल जाते हैं, फिर फंस जाते हैं.
That's right. So true, Kanwal. I have one personal example to give, like expectations and projections में आया तो like when my daughter-in-law came to my house 20 years back, as a mother-in-law, my way of pampering was because I had cooks in the kitchen. I said, and I had sort of quite done with cooking. Itni cooking ki 50 puri hai, 100 because I was in a big joint family, and now I was in a neutral family, and then I had cooks. My husband said, "Okay, cooking." I was so happy, thank God. I could do other stuff. But so my way of pampering her was telling her that tu kitchen mein mat ja, hai na wo karne ke liye. And her vision was that she loved cooking. It was very natural for her. For her, it was therapeutic to go into the kitchen. So if someone is telling her don't go into the kitchen, so her projection was that she doesn't want me to do something that I love.
बिल्कुल.
She's stopping me. So see what was this is what happened.
You are being so nice and kind, से तू ऐश कर बच्चा, तेरे को जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. और वो कहती है कि ये मेरी चीजें नहीं दे. I know.
Absolutely. So that I'm just giving a small example. I got to know later on. She said, "Mom, मेरे को तो इतना मजा आता था कि you didn't let me go." And my daughter herself, who lives in the US, told me she's also very fond of cooking. Mommy, for me, cooking is therapeutic. So when you come to America, don't cook. I said, what? So I had that projection, mothers वहाँ जाके cooking करते हैं, blah blah all that. She said, no, because do you want to snatch the therapy that it gives me from me? उसकी delivery हुई है, she needs to get up and make food. चाहे वो food trash में जाए. But I'm just saying that was and that's the time I realized that all our expectations, projections, our way of definitions of pampering, nurturing others is so different. You have to just be aware what would they like to receive,
Yeah. When I go to Ina's house, she likes to pamper me, take me for massages, and doesn't want me to cook. And sometimes she'll say, "Ye cook kar do zara." So I just be what I'm. So what makes me feel light and her feel light. It could be different for everybody. If you didn't have any expectations or projections, then she will feel it at home wherever she goes. Or मेरे को किचन में अच्छा बेटा क्या चाहिए, तो मेरे को जाने दे किचन में, ले लूंगी मेरे को जो चाहिए.
Also, as a mother, I have one thing to for me, because हम लोग के बच्चे जब बच्चे बड़े हो रहे थे, हम ही खाना खिला रहे होते, हम ही बना रहे होते, whatever, we get in charge of the food. So when I used to go to the US, lunchtime hota tha, I used to tell my daughter, to lena lunch, mama lunch le lo. I said, you haven't taken, you take the lunch. Don't wait up for me. What is this that only main lungi, then you'll take? Has everyone taken as my son-in-law? No, just go ahead. And that was also a very big for me thing to give up. Because I did have this,
it is very big because these people eat when they want to eat. They don't eat at lunchtime, dinner time.
And I had this projection that as a mother, expectation. I had this expect that as a mother, I have to first serve others, not realizing that वो तो बड़े हो गए अब तो हो गया वो time क्या when I had to serve and cook. So we live with those, and right now I've created an atmosphere. We have no clue who is eating when. I don't know where my husband khana kha liya. Acha dinner ho gaya. Acha ho gaya. I just go after the class in the night to see, okay, kha liya, kya khaya? Because there's so many things in the kitchen. I have no clue what's cooked, what's not cooked. And I eat when I feel like. And everybody in our family has their own timings. And we're so khush, I can't tell you. So there is no
Yeah.
projection. And there are times when we कटे भी हो जाता है. अच्छा, आप lunch कर रहे हो, चलो मैं भी खा लेती हूँ. So when you're so free, it brings an energy of joy. You don't have any projection and expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Sometimes we are
sharing.
not. Sometimes we are not at home in our own homes.
Very true. Very true. And good you asked me that question, Kanwal. मैं बहुत expanded हो गई ये बात के लिए.
Yeah.
नहीं तो I
I
was
knew
feeling
there was.
what
I
the-
knew there was a question there.
Yeah,
Lippy, you
because-
want to say some? Huh? Mamta, you finished?
No, one sec. Good. Neera said that even I had that point of view. मैं उसको kitchen में काम नहीं करने दूंगी. Let her enjoy because she's here for a month. So I said, let them, have their own time.
Let her do whatever she wants.
Yes. Good. Thank you, Neera. Thank you, Kanwal, for bringing up that.
Yeah.
Don't buy my point of view also. I mean, I know that, but
Don't
you just
buy.
go-
I mean, don't buy our
my
point of views, but
Yeah.
see, ask a question.
Ask her a question there. What would she like to do? Yeah.
Yeah. Ask
What
a
is she ready
question.
to receive
नहीं
from
कुछ
me
करने
as-
को दिल कर रहा है. आपका कुछ
हाँ.
करने को दिल कर रहा है उसको कि just ask. Will this create greater? Will this be ease for her and for me? You're very important too. If you are not comfortable in your home, you cannot make anybody else comfortable. Thank you. Yes, Nippy, you want to say something?
वो अभी वो एग्जाम्पल एक नीरा ने दी, एक मुझे याद आई. मेरा बेटा वो अकेला बच्चा, तो मैंने उसको जो बाथरूम स्लीपर्स होते हैं ना, सारे छोटे होते हैं, ब्रांडेड पहनाने हैं. एक दिन आके ना, मतलब वो उसको ऐसे लग रहा था कि पता नहीं क्या उसको खजाना मिल गया है किसी अपने नेबरहुड में बच्चे का. वो कहता है मुझे वो ही चप्पल चाहिए जो उसने पहनी हुई है. एंड गेस व्हाट, जब वो देखी वो हवाई चप्पल थी, वो सफेद और नीले स्ट्रैप वाली. मैंने कभी उसको खरीद के नहीं दी वो चप्पल के.
Yeah, just imagine.
एंड ऑल्सो थैंक यू नीरा फॉर शेयरिंग. मुझे कल ही अभी ये अपने लिए आ रहा था कि मुझे कुछ पता नहीं होता आजकल क्या किचन में बन रहा है, क्या ये वो, तो बस खा लिया. मतलब बड़े बार नहीं पता होता. तो और मुझे लग रहा था कि मैं मतलब एज इफ मैं पतन की तरफ जा रही हूँ कि आई एम नॉट कनेक्टेड टू माय किचन मच. और मेरा एक कमरा बड़ा पड़ा था कपड़ों से, तो वो बिल्कुल लग रहा था कि मैं पतन की तरफ जा रही हूँ कि मेरा क्या हाल बन रहा है. और मैंने कल मैंने सुबह ये डिजायर करी कि अच्छा मेरा दिल है कि मैं वो कमरा साफ सुफ होना चाहिए. और बड़ा ऑर्गेनिकली मैं और मेरे साथ मेरा हेल्पर वो हमने कर लिया सारा कमरा साफ. पर ये किचन वाला भी फंडा मेरा अड़ा हुआ था कि मैं वो निप्पी कहाँ गई. मेरे को तो बड़ा शौक होता था कुकिंग करने का और नई चीजें ट्राई करने का. आजकल मैं कुछ नहीं कर. बट थैंक यू फॉर सेइंग. मैंने भी बथेरी कुकिंग कर चुकी हूँ और अभी focusing on other things.
This
Not
gives
that
me
I don't cook.
gives me another.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, it's not that I don't cook. Dil kiya, man kara. Aaj main, I'm very good with club sandwiches. And if I feel like making, I just go and ask my club. I ask my son and all. So I make it. I mean, dil kiya to. I mean, it just comes from within. Because cooking, if it doesn't, most of the time I don't do it. But when you feel like, so it's every moment to moment, like the changes.
True. Actually,
So-
that's what it is. Yeah, presentation करनी होती है तो उठ के या बनाना है थोड़ा बता के कि ऐसे
Yeah,
कर लो, ऐसे
exactly.
कर लो. Then I get up and help in the way I want to present, etc. पर फिर भी मतलब वही लगता है कि जैसी वो मैं करती थी और उठ के सर्व करना, बच्चे को सर्व करना, वो चीजें. Thank you. Got clarity. Yeah.
So everywhere we are making wrong. I used to do this and I don't do it now. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? What if it wasn't wrong? What if it was just a choice? Because I remember after coming to Access, I stopped doing all the things I was so adamant to do. Cooking, cleaning my cupboards. Suddenly after Access, my cupboards used to be all haywire. Kaun kare? And then one day we sat together, sitting together, I said, Mom, you don't cook nowadays. I said, oh, I've done too much of cooking. I don't cook. She says, she asked me a few questions. You don't like cooking. You don't like going to the kitchen. And then I became aware of it that, yes, I do. So where do we buy into it that it's this way or this way? So nicely, Neera said that whenever I want to do it, I do. Exactly. Now I have no point of view. If somebody is there, I don't even go to the kitchen. Chalo ho gaya. Suddenly I want to cook something myself. I'd go and cook that. So there is no right and wrong, guys. There is no past. I was like this, and I'm not going to be like that now. There's just getting to know you at what time. What would you like to create, and being ease with that. It's no compulsion that I have to do it. Even with family, चलो मैं तो लोग बोलेंगे आप सब बोलोगे अकेली है जो मर्जी कर लेती होगी. But even with family, you don't want to cook, you can ask for it from outside. Like Jazz had cooked something and then she brought something from outside to have with her dinner. There is no hard and fast rules. Earlier I used to बाहर का नहीं खाना, घर में बनाते हैं, मेड रखी हुई है, उसको पैसे देते हैं, बाहर से क्यों मंगाना फिर. I mean, there's so many shitty point of views that I used to have. Now I don't. And I still do sometimes and catch myself doing that. That is also okay. You know, इतने साल हो गए मुझे, मैं ये कर रही हूँ और अभी भी मैं ऐसी हूँ. No, not going into the wrongness of you. Give yourself space and give others the space. Thank you.
And we can also ask ourselves, I mean, maybe नहीं इतना पूछती पर जैसे आज projections और expectation का topic है, that what projections and expectations do I have of myself? You know, show me what projections, you know, and then that awareness comes, you know, because हमको भी नहीं लगा, we're not so much aware कि कौन सा हम क्या projection कर रहे हैं, क्या expect कर रहे हैं. So
Neera, sorry to you are here for so long. I am here. Immediately you come to know that you are projecting something because it's heavy. How often do we need to ask questions now?
No, for those who are new, I did ask those. Yeah.
You become a question. You know, oh
Yes.
God, no, not this. I am not getting the energy of it.
Yes. No, you're right. But when I was a newbie, and plus, मैं immediately जब मेरा projection मुझे पता चल जाता है, heavy होता है, like you said, thank you so much. I keep on saying, what's right about it? Works for me a lot. What's right about this that because somewhere making it wrong, ना project क्या नहीं हुआ, तो wrong बना दिया उसको. तो वही तो awareness है. Oh, am I making the situation wrong? I'm making oh shit, stop. I stop it. And then I said, okay, what's right about this that I'm not getting? What's right about me? क्योंकि अगर उसको project करके wrong बनाया तो अपने आप को तो wrong बना ही दिया. I am you are me. So I'm making myself wrong, which I don't want to. I mean, not want to, but I would not like to make it. Why am I wrong?
I won't choose it.
I won't choose it. Why should I make myself wrong for what? What's the reason? How intelligent I am to choose this body in this lifetime on this planet, miraculous. If मैं अपने आप को wrong बना लूं क्योंकि मैंने choose किया ये. What rubbish? No way.
I can choose again. Consciousness is not linear.
Absolutely.
You choose it, you get to be you. You change things around you that never imagined could possibly change. And you become the invitation for people's world to vibrate differently than they used to. Your world vibrates differently than it used to.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you. Jazz wants to say something.
Jazz, bolo, and then I would.
Okay. No, I'm just listening, and it's funny. I was talking to I was facilitating one of my Access friends who got me into Access about this exact topic today. So I was just smiling because he was like, "I'm stuck, you know. I want to marry somebody, but uski family ye project kare," and he's like, and I'm like, it's a freaking Mobius strip. That's where you're stuck. You want this izzat, so-called izzat from your would-be family, and here you're like, I'm self-sufficient. I don't need somebody's mercy. So I'm like, is it this or is it this? And he's like, oh shit, yeah. And that's why I was just smiling because I'm like, I had just had this conversation a few hours ago. So but it's difficult for me too. You know, every day it is difficult when I do have expectations, and all of us do, from coworkers, from people around us, people I know only online. I've never met them, and I have expectations from them. Ki mera agar kuch bura din ho raha hai, they'll ask me, Jazz, what's wrong today? And when they don't, I'm like, इंसानियत खत्म हो गई है क्या? Like, how dare you know? So I mean, yeah, but it just,
But aren't you different, Jazz?
yeah. I mean, I do get into anger, but then I'm like, okay, like, am I doing anger to control? I am. So I'm like, wait, am I doing anger to control?
Fuck
Yes,
you.
I am.
How can I control everybody? I'm a controlled magnitude of, controlling people. Why not? People start looking at you because there's a vibration that you are that you are that you are that's what you are is, how to put it, the different that you are, the difference that you be. That, oh, ye normal nahi lagti. You know, people start looking at you like, oh my God, this woman is something different. She's not normal. And as you choose to be more conscious, you change your reality. You change not only your reality, but you change others' reality as well.
Yes.
What are you capable of that nobody else is? That you're not choosing yet.
Yes.
Everything
And
that
what
brings.
fun to be not normal. No?
Yeah.
What fun to be not normal, like free as a bird. Kabhi bhi, jabhi bhi, yeah.
What is fuck normal?
Yeah, exactly. And Kanwal, so sorry, I will be switching off my video now. I'm going to take a bath. I don't mind putting it on, but I have to leave it. It's on. I'm listening.
You don't mind putting it on? We don't mind.
No, that was just
What have you made so vital, valuable, and real about
nudity.
nudity and about you having something different than we have?
You
Everything
never know.
that brings up, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate?
Yes, yes.
Right,
Yes,
wrong,
yes.
good, bad, awkward, online, short boys. This could be scandalous for many
Yes.
years. What are they talking about?
Every snowflake is different, my dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, every snowflake is different. Yeah.
Yes.
We were
Okay, guys.
talking about in a book club that we give an imprint. Our DNA is different. Our imprint is different. Our imprint does not match anybody else's imprint. Can you beat it? How different you and unique and a gift you are. Please recognize that.
मैंने इसलिए कहा jokingly because you said नीरा को show what difference you have. दिखा दे तेरे पास क्या लग गया. मैंने कहा नहीं वो बड़ा different snowflake.
She perceives it differently. The size might be different. What if being you opens a world that other people cannot perceive you be and see? Yeah, just be you. And then it becomes an invitation for them to choose it too. How does it get any better than this? And what else is possible? Drupal, Angela, Param, Glaxy, Satinder, Shikha, Poonam, Manisha, Mamta. Mamta to ho gaya, baat usse baat hogi. But did none of you have anything to say? Or anything to ask? Hide from you before you hide from us. Will you destroy and uncreate all these walls and limitations so that possibilities can exist? Yes, Rupal, hi. She picked up the coverage. What system, Angela? Fuck the system. Don't switch on the video, but you can unmute. You can talk, you can't? Yes, please. We miss you here, miss your face, beautiful face. So are we done? We got 4 minutes. Any burning desire, any burning question?
I can ask if nobody else wants
Yes,
to go.
please go ahead.
Okay, so my hair has been falling out like in clumps over the past few weeks. And You know, I've asked a lot of questions to my body and stuff. But I bought all these expensive products in this Ayurvedic from India. Now shipping paise deke whatever, because money is no object, you know, when it comes to my beauty. So I've been buying all these things, and when I buy them and I do all the steps, ye din ye karo, wo din wo, I expect obviously itna paisa kharcha, you know, itne steps मैंने लिए. I expect it to work, damn it, you know, stop my hair fall, just have my hair more luscious and stuff like that. And when it doesn't happen and the same clumps fall, I'm like, what the bleep, you know, like, what is this? Like, I spent all this money. It claims to do all this work. So many people have benefit. I obviously expect it to work, right? But it's not working for me. Like, even today, I bought this beautiful kit. It arrived yesterday. I followed the directions. Today, I used the product and I'm like, there I go back to square one. I'm like, well, how much money do I keep on spending? Why the hell isn't it working for me when it's working for others? So I don't know
So
what else to ask.
that's a wonderful question. Why the heck it's not working for me? What point of view do you have? Are you looking for the result, or are you doing it for the fun of it? You should have called me. I would have given you Healy sessions. My hair have started I mean, they used to break like itna.
Yeah, you talked about it. Yeah.
Now they don't.
Hmm.
I can send you Healy. You should have paid me for that. Why are you paying the product?
Vedic is what I got yesterday.
Jokes apart. You must just look at what point of views do you have. Because when we say, oh, the expectations, see, projections and expectations, बहू आ गई है, अब तो ऐसे ही होगा, अब तो बढ़िया ही होगा, मैं I will look after her and I will make her home. That's so much of energy waste. She's another being. Okay, fine, let her be what she wants to be. And you be what you want to be. But if you have expectations, okay, I'm using this. Did you feel light? Did you ask questions before buying those products? No. Just because everybody else has, I'll have it. You are different, darling.
Everybody else got results. They had beautiful, like gorgeous long hair. I was like, oh, mere bhi ho jayenge, you know.
So now you give that everybody else who had good, gift them that box. Or lower your barriers and have no point of views, and then say, should ask questions. Would you be a contribution to me? Should I use you? How do I use you? Now or later? Ask a few questions. If it feels light, go ahead, use it. If it doesn't feel light, gift it to somebody who's using it. They will get it from the market, so gift it to them.
I can get my money back. They offer a guarantee. So
if they don't want to give you back, then you can gift them.
True.
Have no projections and expectations. This is a very good example for having no projections and expectations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guys, it's 9. So we say goodbye. Rashi is already saying goodbye. Lots of things you must be having to do, girls. So bye-bye. Have a good chutti, good Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday. Have fun. Love you all for being.
You too.
Thank you, Kanwal. Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
How was your 73rd birthday?
It was yummy. I can't even explain it how beautiful it was. I had all the 3. I was invited out for all the 3 meals. I had lots of gifts and lots of cash gifts. And the whole day I was flying.
I remembered you so much. I recently met another lady from the US for the first time, one of my auntie's daughter. She is also 73 and she looks awesome, just like you. And मैं उनको बोल रही थी आप, you know, my mom is also 73. She is also 73, and of course she looks very, very young. So मैं उनको आपकी एग्जांपल दे रही थी. So I kept remembering you before your birthday.
Thank you so much. That's why I felt good. People were remembering me. And a lot of people, Neera made a lovely video, and a lot of people sent messages, voice messages. I felt so nurtured and cared. I'll have that. More of that,
तो
please.
देखा वीडियो शुरू से
नहीं,
वो
दूसरा
वीडियो
नहीं
देखा
दूसरा
अभी
नहीं
देखना अभी देखना few seconds में your photo is there. I have the phone in my hand with your photo on top and I
Okay.
keep on pointing it to it and I said तुम जियो हजारों साल साथ.
Okay, thank you. Neera to kept sending every hour some message. Grateful, very grateful.
Yeah, even we are so grateful to have you in your lives, Kamal. अंदाजा ही नहीं है आपको, अंदाजा ही नहीं है. And that's fine.
खुद के जप्पी to each one of you. I sagri nahi aayi. Let me close the record.